Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, Mom. Eka Yuli Astuti. Let me introduce myself. My name is Fanny Lidianisi, and you can call me Fanny. In here, I want presentation about my article, the name Culture of Batang Regency, Kliwonan. Batang Regency is part of Central Java, which is located between the cities of Pekalongan and Kendal. There are various cultures that developed according to the hereditary traditions that adorn Batang Regency. One of them is the Kliwonan tradition. This tradition is held every Thursday Wage or Kliwon Friday night in the Javanese calendar in the form of a night market in Batang Town Square. The night market was attended by hundreds of traders, not only traders from Batang, but from various cities such as Pekalongan, Tegal, Pemalang, even Semarang, because it is said that trading at the Kliwon market will bring blessing and abundant sustenance. Therefore, many traders flock to sell their goods there. There are many products available at the Kliwonan Batang night market. Almost all necessities can be found such as clothing products, toys, utensils, traditional snacks, and many more that are relatively simple and at low prices. The Kliwonan Batang Night Market itself was originally held to commemorate the service of the ancestors of the Batang people who were the holding blocks of Batang Regency, namely to remember Bahu Rakso who had chronicled or opened the Batang area. The reason why the day was chosen was clear on Friday night, because at the time Bahu Rakso was meditating to get the power he used to open the Batang area. So it is believed that Kliwon Friday is a sacred day. For the Javanese people themselves, Kliwon Friday night has long been considered a mysterious night. According to the history of the origins of the Kliwonan tradition began during the reign of Sultan Agung in the Mataram Kingdom. Batang used to be in the form of a large forest called Alas Roban. In Alas Roban, there is a group of robbers who are very dangerous and always disturb the local community, sometimes also disturbing people who pass in the area. Sultan Agung, in an effort to expand the territory of the Mataram Kingdom, ordered a powerful royal courtier named Ki Ageng Cempaluk to cut down the Alas Roban forest as well as to destroy the robbers in the forest. Alas Roban will later be used as rice fields, which is in addition to agriculture for the community, also meet the needs of food for Mataram soldiers who were fighting against the Dutch. The royal courtier who had received order from Sultan Agung then ordered his subordinates and student named Joko Bahu, or Bahu Rakso. The implementation of the ties began with the logging of forests and the construction of a dam on the Lejahan River. The dam on the Lejahan River is used to irrigate rice fields in the surrounding area. But in carrying out the ties, Bahu Rakso met resistance from robbers. The battle was equally intense on both sides and neither side was defeated. But with strong resistance, Bahu Rakso finally managed to defeat the robbers. After Bahu Rakso's resistance was over, he began to continue logging from the east, starting for the Subah area to the west to the Lojahan River. On the river, a dam was built which was used to collect and dump river water to the area where the trees had just been cut down, so that the land became ready for planting. When Bahu Rakso was carrying out the construction of a dam on the Lejahan River, there was a large log or watang that crossed the river so that the construction of the dam had a little difficulty. Then Bahu Rakso did a meditation on the Lejahan River on Kliwon Friday night to get magical powers. The river was later known to the local as the Keramat River because the river was believed to have a sacred smell. After meditating, Bahu Rakso immediately went to the transfer watang tree and lived and broke the wood or known as ngembat watang. The incident in Bahoreksa's meditation was apparently followed by other people, and then many people believed in the existence of the power that existed. So this is where the origin of Kliwonan and at the same time, the Padang Regency stands. That the word Padang comes from the word Ngembat Watang. The current Kliwonan traditional was originally held with consideration to commemorate Bahuraksa, who used to meditate on the Lojahan or Keramat River. There is also a custom at the tomb of Sunan Sendang or Nur Sayyid on every Kliwon Friday night. Many people come there to make pilgrimage, which are then imitated by the Padang people. The local people, especially the elderly, often meditate on the Keramat River. At the same time, it is carried out in the form of a ngalap blessing ceremony or looking for blessing. In the context of healing and help for small children by performing several rituals, namely the Kulingan ritual. This ritual is carried out in the Padang town square by rolling the sick person's limbs. Then proceed to bathe in the great mosque of Padang and throw away the used clothes he wore during the roll ritual. The water used for washing the face or for bathing in the ritual is located at the ablution place of the Great Mosque to the south, which is said to have come from a spring near the tomb of Sunan Sendang, which Raden Joko Cilik brought to Batang. The water is believed to cure disease or avoid all diseases. The clothes that are removed and left in the Great Mosque when carrying out this tradition are a symbol of living beings. The tradition is then continued by distributing coin and traditional market foods as a sign of gratitude. The Kulingan ritual lasts between the years 1980 to 1990s. Because many people perform this ritual, the traders will come line up their wares in the town square. Initially, only market food sellers such as gemblong and klepon only. Then over time, the toy seller. From here, a cultural shift began to arise, where traders began to crowd the Batang town square, which among the traders were not only food sellers, but also consist of trades of clothing, ornamental plants, household furniture made of plastic, shoes, or sandals, such and others. With their circumstance, then the Kliwonan tradition can be said to be a night market. Along with the development and Chinese times, the Kliwonan tradition began to develop and then shaped like a night market. So that the purpose and objective of the implementation of the Kliwonan tradition were also increasing, namely seeking sustenance for traders in the crowd and visitors who were just walking around looking for fun in the middle of the city. The basic function of the Kliwonan at this time has indeed experienced a shift from a traditional medical ritual to modern trading activity. The process of shifting from the Kliwonan ritual to a night market takes place slowly. However, substantially, the traditional values of pleasing or seeking blessings still exist, even though nowadays the context of pleasing is more defined as sustenance or financial income through the economic activities of traders. So even in the modern era, this tradition is still maintained by the local people. This Kliwonan tradition was once used by the local people to reject marriage, speed up marriage, and get pleasing with the aim of the Kliwonan ritual procession is to get rid of all disaster of crime and calamity to the children get safety and happiness as well as to ask for safety and welfare for the local people. If in the past this ritual was led by a traditional leader or kiai in its implementation in the middle of the town square, now this ritual is carried out individually and there is only a simple ritual, namely parents bathing their children in the absolution place of the mosque just west of the Batang town square. This happens because some people do not agree because it is feared that it can cause pros and cons or be considered envious because it is like clarifying water. Then finally the ritual continues but individually without any ritual leader or priest anymore. so that the more dominant scene in the Kliwonan tradition now is selling activity by in the town square there is the night market. The myth of the Kliwonan Batang night market there is about the existence of spirits who participate in the Kliwonan Batang tradition. It is said that these spirits flock to Kliwonan by transforming into an ordinary human form. There are confessions from several local people that justify the existence of their spirits, but spirits do not interfere with the course of the Kliwonan tradition. There is also a myth that is believed by traders who sell at the Kliwonan Batang night market that for traders was wise to not sell at the night market, elsewhere their wares will sell well. The existence of this event is enough to help move the wheels of the community's economy. So it is only natural that there are also many traders from outside the region who also make a living at the Kliwonan Batang night market. The Kliwonan Batang tradition has been going on for tens or even hundreds of years and still exists until now. But with the format and form that developed to change in the time of the people. There's a little story about the Kliwonan tradition in Batang Regency. However, due to the COVID-19 pandemic in the past 2 years, the Kliwonan Batang night market has also been affected. And for the past 2 years, the night market has been cancelled in order to participate in the process of handling the COVID-19 pandemic and to comply with health protocols. I think that's now. Thanks for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.